Hello everyone, I am Tapan Azra, student of IT Guwahati. In this video, I am gonna start new topic which is error analysis. So what do you mean by error? Let me first explain. For example, you go to market and you buy 15 kg of potato. 15 kg of potato, but when you measure the mass of the potato at your home, you find that it was 14.5 kg. You find that it is 14.5 kg. So what is the errors? What is the error from the actual value? So the actual value is my 15 kg, but you find it is 14.5. So here you can see the error or deviation. Deviation from the actual value is my 0.5 kg. So this 0.5 kg is called my errors. So let us use another example. Suppose you want to measure the diameter of the rod. This is my rod. But in this figure you can see that its diameter is not uniform. At the end you will find the maximum diameter. At this point you will find minimum diameter. So here I don't have uniform diameter of this rod. So how can I take the measurement? How can I do measurement to measure the diameter of this rod? Because when somewhere is mentioned the diameter of the rod, then you will find that there will be a single value and there will be error associated with it. So how can I calculate my standard value or my length of the rod and calculate error associated with the measurement? Because every measurement in physics you have to do the average calculation, average value of the physical quantity, and you have to also calculate the error associated with the measurement. So how, for example, when I measure the length of this rod, you find, for example, it is x1. It is x1. X1 is the diameter of this rod at this point. And here you find, for example, it is x2. And here you find x3. And you can continue infinite times. So, for example, you continue it for n times, and you find the diameter of this rod is xn. Let us understand with an example. Suppose x1 is 1.48 centimeter. You find, for example, and in the second, I mean here, you find it is around 1.49 centimeter. 1.49 centimeter. In the third point, you find it is x3. X3 is 1.5 centimeter. And here you find x4 is equal to 1.51 centimeter. And x5 you find this is my 1.51 and this is my 1.52. So x5 is 1.52 centimeter, x4 is 1.51 centimeter. So out of these five data, which data is correct? So you cannot take one of the arbitrary data, because you have to include all the data in your calculation. So to deal with this calculation, so I have to take average of these all the value. So the average is here. I have 5 data points. So average will be average of the data, average I am taking it is as a x bar. So just add all the data points. Then here I have 5 data points, so you will divide it by 5. So if you take average of all the data, I mean it will be, first one is the 1.48 centimeter, second one is the, suppose I am writing it again. So my x average. So x bar is the average of the all those 5 data points. So x bar is sum of x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 divided by 5. So first x1 was 1.48 centimeter, and second data point was 1.49 centimeter. Third data point was 1.5 centimeter. Fourth data point was 1.51 centimeter. And sixth data point was, now fifth data point was 1.52 centimeter divided by number of data points. And here I considered 5 data points only. So I will divide by 5. So it will be around 1.5 centimeter when you calculate, when you do or average. So x average is my deviation. X average is my deviation. So this is my average value. Let us calculate deviation. So what do you mean by deviation? In the first example, I said that you bought a 15 kg of potato from market and you measured the mass of the potato as 14.5, and at that example you find that the error was 0.5 kg. So here also I can calculate the errors, because my average value is 1.5 centimeter. This is my average. So let us see how data points are deviated from the average value. So x1 average, so this will be del x1. What is del x1? So del x1 is the deviation of x1 data points from the average. So what is the x1 data points? X1 data point was 1.48 centimeter, and second, the average data point is my 1.5 centimeter, and here the deviation will be 0.05 centimeter, and negative sign will be appear here. But to make it positive, I will take mod on the both side. So you will find a positive quantity which is 0.05 centimeter. So this is my data points, deviation from the data points for first data points. So similarly I can calculate for del x2 also. So I can calculate del x2 will be 1.49 minus 1.5, and I will take mod of this one, then I will get, it will be 0.01 centimeter. This is my deviation of data points from the average value, deviation of the second data points from the average value. So similarly I can calculate del x3 will be 1.5 minus 1.5, then it will be 0. So there is no deviation for third data points from the average value. Similarly, I can also find the deviation for fourth data point. Fourth data point was 1.51 minus 1.5, and this is 0.01 centimeter. And fifth data point is del x4. Del x5 will be 1.52 minus 1.5. So it will be 0.02 centimeter. So these are my deviation. But to put the deviation in my final result, I also have to take the average, because I have many data points, but I want to convert to a single data point. So same thing I will also do. So the average deviation will be, just take the deviation of the, take all the deviation and do average. So the average will be, it will be 0.01, 0.02, 0 plus 0.01 plus 0.02, and here I have 5 data points, so I will divide it by 5. Then so here you will find it will be 0.012 centimeter. So this is the average deviation from the actual data. This is my average of the all the deviation. So I will write my result. So I will write my result. The length, the diameter of the rod will be. So I can write, hence the diameter of the rod is 1.5 centimeter plus minus. I will put plus minus. Plus minus means the deviation will be. Let us see. Let me write the answer. So just put this. So here the rod will be x bar plus minus del x bar. So this is my answer. In this way I will write my answer. So it will be, the length of the rod will be 1.5 centimeter, 1.5 plus minus 0.012. So here I find that the diameter of the rod, here I find that diameter of the rod is 1.5 plus minus 0.012 centimeter. So why I added plus minus here? So it says the maximum deviation. The maximum deviation from the actual value will be, maximum deviation will be either 1.5 plus 0.012 or minimum deviation. It will be, minimum value will be, suppose, what does it mean? It means that my length or diameter of the rod, will be from 1.5 minus 0.012 to 1.5 plus 0.012. It will be ranges from 1.5 plus 0.012 centimeter to 1.5. This will be minus here. 1.5 plus 0.012 centimeter. So writing plus minus sign means the plus minus sign says there is a range and the diameter of this rod lies in between. So that is the meaning of the plus minus sign. So here I find the length of the rod. Let us see some other properties of this error. So first property is the, let us see with an example. Let us see some other definitions. The definitions, your first definition is the relative error. What relative error? So a relative error is nothing but it just compares. It just compares the deviation from the actual value. How does it compare? So the relative error says it is just fraction of deviation. Del x bar divided by del x bar divided by x bar. So you can see here it is just a fraction of mean deviation. This is called mean deviation and is the mean value. So it is just fraction of mean deviation and it is mean. And this is called relative errors. Relative error. Then second one is the percentage error. So percentage error is nothing but relative error multiplied by percentage. It just converts the relative error into percentage. So it will be del x bar by x bar multiplied by 100. Okay. So in my example, suppose the maximum deviation was 0.012 centimeter and my actual value or mean value was 1.5 centimeter. So here I can calculate what will be the relative error. So relative error will be so here I find that it is 0.008. So here I find that relative error is the 0.008. So what is the percentage error? So percentage error just multiplies this one. So percentage error will be here in my previous calculations. So it will be 0.008 multiplied by 100. Then it will give 0.8. Or if I do some expansion, I will find it will be 8 divided by 1000 multiplied by 100. So it will be 0.8%. So I will mention that the relative error in my calculation was 0.008 and percentage error is 0.08%. So this is how we deal with the error calculation. So in the next video I am gonna show you how error will behave when I add or subtract or multiply, when I do any algebraic operation, how error behave. So thank you.